Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, there's a little bit of a difference in some of our trucks right now. So if you watched the last video that I uploaded, you know that we went in co-op mode and we did a little bit of trailer experimentation. And while we were there, some other people accomplishing jobs earned us some money, and it leveled us up to driver level 4. Well, along with driver level 4 came off-road tires, as you can see on the Chevrolet pickup here and on the Scout down on the end. They both now have off-road tires. And you may also be able to notice that the Scout down there now has bigger tires. One of the things that somebody else discovered while we were, I believe, maybe in Alaska, was the lift kit for the Scout. So now we have a lift kit on the Scout and 39-inch tires. We've already had the lift kit and 39s on the Chevy, but now we have off-road tires, and they don't get dwarfed by this Con quite so much anymore. Like, this Con used to dwarf these other trucks quite a bit, and I mean, quite frankly, they're not much smaller than him now. The Chevrolet's a little bit, which is sad because, you know, in real life, this Chevrolet pickup could be lifted and sitting on 44s just like that Con is. But that's okay. Because if you recall, the last time we left solo mode here, we were in the middle of a mission. We're trying to fix a fallen power line. And we need to go to the warehouse and get a couple loads of concrete blocks to do this job. And guess what we're going to do? Yeah, we're going to go get some concrete blocks and we're going to finish this job. Oh yeah. If you notice in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, by the way, when I was putting the tires on the Chevy, I went ahead and put the SnowRunner transfer case in. So now we're going to test out. We're still rocking the factory V6 though, or straight 6 I guess. When you start the engine and it does a little highlighted engine under the hood, it looks like an inline 6. I'm not going to get into my thoughts and opinions on that one, but whatever. It is what it is, right? Anyway, I went ahead and put in the SnowRunner transfer case so we can try out the different gear ranges. The low and high and all that good shit. So let's head ourselves on over to the warehouse and get some concrete blocks, shall we? I still really... Why are we so slow? Why, is this really how fast this truck's gonna drive now? Guys, in auto mode, this thing don't want to move. Look at this. Really, low range is faster. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Guys, we may have to go put the V8 in this thing. We may have to bring this thing back to the garage and put the engine, the bigger engine in it. Right now we're in high range and we're doing okay. Let's just see what happens for now, guys. Wow, we've already used 2 liters of fuel. Dude. Oh yeah, we also have repair supplies in the bed, by the way. That is a thing that I noticed we have unlocked, so I went ahead and put some repair supplies in the bed. But the repair supplies that we currently have do not come with fuel. So we still don't have fuel, guys. Alright. First test of these tires, I guess. Still in all-wheel drive. See how they dig. So we seem to have 3 different speeds of low, which this one seems like the speed that we've had for low the entire time. This one, hard to tell because we're in the mud. Oh yeah, look at that. Did you see the tires, like how much they slowed down? Like in low, I'm going to call this low 1. We are just like crawling. And what I would say must be low 2. You can see the tires are spinning faster now. We're not moving any faster because we're in the mud. But the tires are spinning a lot faster now. Based on what I'm seeing, I would say that the low that we're currently sitting on, where the actual L is, I would say this is the same as the low that we previously had. Like, this is the low range we've been using all along. But that low, the low one definitely seemed to slow things down a bit. So I'm wondering if I'm wondering how much more torque it'll put to the ground now, though. Boy, that fuel gauge, though, look at it. We've used 10 liters and we can still see the garage. Well, okay, no, we can't. I thought we'd still be able to see the garage, guys. My bad. Misspoke there. And this one here is low 3, I guess, is what I'm going to call it. Go back down because we're not making much progress up this dang hill. I don't know, guys. This open differential just keeps screwing me on this truck. This open differential really does not do me any favors at all on this truck. Yeah. Speed don't seem too bad like this. The low 3, I guess you could call it. I mean, the speed seems acceptable here. Good God, we've gone through some fuel though, guys. We're gonna have to send the International over here to rescue this thing. We're pulling an empty trailer, and I mean, we are just burning through the fuel, guys. Wow. I mean, when they said the transfer, the SnowRunner gearbox increases fuel consumption, they weren't freaking kidding, guys. Like, we may not even make it to the warehouse without needing fuel. Wow. This truck needs to carry some fuel, like, ASAP. This may be a horrible idea, guys, because we're not even going to make it to the warehouse before we run out of fuel. We're going to have to send the Scout. We're going to have to send the International Scout to bring this thing fuel before this thing even makes it to the warehouse. Like, I might be avoiding this low-range transfer case in the future, because holy smokes. Get this thing in high so we can try to at least get some speed to go with our fuel consumption. Dang. What do you think, guys? Like, we've used 22 liters of fuel already. I know it's not a super long drive to the warehouse, but it's long enough that we're not going to make it there and back. We're going to go around this. This little pathway right here goes around this water hole. I don't think I want to drag a trailer straight through the middle of that. I mean, surely it's not the big mud tires or the off-road tires causing this much additional consumption. It has to be the gearbox, right? I mean, there's no way the tires did that, and that's all I changed. I changed the tires, I changed the gearbox, and I mean, yes, I added some weight to the bed with the supplies there, the repair supplies, but there's no way that little bit of weight in the bed is increased the fuel consumption by, God, it's got to be by double, guys. The fuel consumption's got to be double. And this thing's going to have to run around with a fuel trailer permanently attached. See the warehouse yet? No, not yet. Come on. Dig, baby. This is definitely a truck that's going to be running around without a trailer from now on, because, yeah, this fuel consumption is just out of hand. I mean, like, big time out of hand. Like, I don't know how bad it's going to be with no trailer, but with the trailer, this fuel consumption is just unbelievable. We've almost burned a half a tank already. So guys, there's no doubt the Scout's going to have to come rescue this thing. We know that for a fact already. We're just going to continue on and see what we can accomplish until, you know, see how far we get before we're out of gas. Maybe we can be on the way back on the return trip before we run out of gas, and the Scout won't have to come all the way over to the warehouse. But bear in mind, oh, here we go again. Bear in mind, guys, this thing don't just have to go to the warehouse and back to the garage. It's got to make it all the way to the fallen power line with this load. I really do not like that this truck cannot carry its repair supplies or fuel yet. That is a big major downer on this game. I've got to be level 10 or like something like that before I can buy the roof rack, the fuel carrying roof rack for this truck. And that's very disappointing, especially given that early on in the game like this, there are upgrades available that make this thing just drink fuel, just guzzle the fuel. Woo, we're gonna make it to the warehouse, guys. I think it's just, yeah, here's the warehouse. So we're gonna make it to the warehouse, and we're gonna be on the way back when we run out of fuel. We're definitely gonna run out of fuel, no doubt. But yeah, I think given given how thirsty this thing is, I think that there should be a roof rack available by now. Like, before you can put upgrades on, oh, well, we got 30 points for that trailer. But before you're allowed to put upgrades on it that make it this dang thirsty, there ought to be a fuel carrying capability available, because I mean, it's just, I can't get over how bad this is with the fuel. Like 39 liters. I used over a half a tank getting here. Well, guys, here we are. We need concrete blocks. So let's go into cargo management. Concrete blocks. Oh boy, do you see that? Boom. That's going to really... What did I just do? Oh. Yeah, concrete blocks and concrete blocks. That's going to really weigh us down a lot right there, guys. But there we go. We got 2 loads of concrete blocks. We've got everything we need to finish the fallen power line. The real question is, how capable are we going to be of delivering these things? So let's fire up this engine. I'm going to put her in auto mode for a minute. I want to see how bad it is. Oh yeah, it won't even pull itself. Look at that. Full throttle won't even pull. Wow. So, oh yeah, this is gonna be nasty right here. This is gonna be a nasty load right here. These concrete blocks are really gonna give this truck something to think about, guys. It wouldn't even move on dry pavement. Wouldn't even move in automatic mode. Which now gives me the curiosity, how much weight can this 6-cylinder truck haul with this gearbox? Like, you know, can we hook like a big, heavy, maybe a fully loaded semi? Like, maybe we take the Navistar, because we ain't played with it yet. So maybe we take the Navistar somewhere and get it just like the heaviest load that we can find, and then try to chain drag it with this truck and just see if this truck can chain drag the Navistar fully loaded with this gearbox, and then maybe change the gearbox and see what it does with the stock gearbox versus this. Maybe an interesting experiment to conduct in the future. See how much, you know, not necessarily just how much additional fuel consumption you're getting out of this gearbox, but See how much more torque you're really putting to the ground with this gearbox. We'll go to high. We can go to high, but we're not going to go anywhere. So that was a mistake. Come on, Bessie. Get a little further along. I don't want to have to send the Scout all the way over here. Attach winch. Yeah. I'll give you guys a tip. If you have to winch, try to be near power poles. The power poles are not like trees. The power poles, so far, it's been my experience that you can't pull the power poles out of the ground. Most trees have a weight limit that when they hit that weight limit, it pulls them out of the ground. The power poles don't seem to have that weight limit. So far, it's been my experience. Everything I've winched to a power pole, the power poles have been fine. Watchtowers also, like you can winch to the watchtowers, things like that. Woo, boy, this is a load though, guys. I mean, realistically speaking, can you imagine putting a load of concrete blocks like this on a half-ton pickup? I mean, realistically speaking, this is a heck of a load. So, I'm not mad at it for having trouble, especially given it's just a 6-cylinder truck. Well, I will say, if it's having this much trouble right here, it's going to be in real trouble. Uh-oh. Oops. Yeah, if it's having this much trouble here, it's going to be in real trouble when we get up to the sloppy stuff up here in a little bit. Come on. Guys, we might have reached this truck's limit right here. They got us through that little spot only to get stuck again, so yeah, I have nothing to winch to, guys. Go. I want to try that again. Woo, go on. 12 liters of fuel, guys. We are nowhere. I can still see the warehouse back there, and we are down to 11 liters. 10 liters. Well, we have definitely established that this is a bad idea. And we yanked a tree right out of the ground. Oh, how did I get hooked back there? Dadgummit. That's what happened. I was like, why is it doing that? Try not to pull this tree out of the ground, because if we do, we're in trouble. Well, guys, 4 liters. We're going to make it about another 5 feet, and we're going to be out of fuel. Three, 2, 1. And we are out of fuel. That was it, guys. That was it, guys. We ran this guy completely out of fuel. So, as we already expected, we're going to have to snatch the Scout here. And we're going to have to go play rescue. Extremely disappointed in the fuel mileage, guys. Yeah, that's, I don't know, it's to me highly inaccurate and very disappointing to say that that truck can burn an entire tank of fuel in that little bitty distance. It's pathetic at best, but that's okay, because the Scout's going to come rescue. I welcome the challenge. The Scout's going to come play rescue mission. See if the Scout can make it through here without kicking it all-wheel drive. Locking differential and all-terrain tires, or off-road tires rather. And the Scout is actually making it through here quite well. You know? Unexpectedly well just in two-wheel drive. Living, kicking all-wheel, and it just digs right out. I like it. I do like how well the Scout handles things. Top heavy, it likes to tip over, but overall, I like the way the Scout does things. Definitely going to be a problem getting the Chevy through this sloppy spot right here, though. Pulling that heavy trailer, definitely going to be a problem. Definitely gonna say we probably bit off more than we can chew with this task. Whoa, let's ease up there. Let's not flip this thing over. There we go. That was a little weird to say the least. I mean, maybe it is the tires, guys, because even the Scout is using just like way too much fuel right now. So maybe it is the mud tires, guys, that's causing these things to use like way more fuel, or the off-road tires, I guess. Maybe I need to consider putting less tire on these things, and man, I don't know, they pretty well need what I put on them. They get pretty stuck in a few places without the right tires, but at the same time, what good do the tires do you if they cause you to run out of gas so fast? Probably should be a little careful there and not flip this thing over, right? Here a little bit, not getting that water. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of having fun bouncing this thing around. I don't know. I like the way the Scout runs. I wish the Chevy would operate like the Scout does. I like the way the Scout handles things. Oh, there's the Chevy now. Well, at least we almost made it that far, right? Alright, we're gonna refuel from the roof rack to the Chevy. There we go. Alright, now the roof rack has less than a full tank. Let's go ahead and jump back in the Chevy, I guess. And there we go, we're back in the Chevy now. Alright guys, we're going to give it another valid attempt at climbing this hill now. Full tank of gas, we're going to attach the winch. That's the thing I need to look into, guys, also. Like, don't let me forget. Because that's another thing I need to look into is getting the extended winch for this thing. I'm in automatic mode. Now I can climb the hill in auto. Like, what's up with that? What changed? Now definitely moving. It's gonna be getting real close to where we're gonna need to take that little side road that goes around the water. Actually, right here, there's the water. Make this turn right here. Yeah, I strongly feel that a locking differential would do this truck a lot of good. I really do. And a lot of what I see having trouble with this truck is because of the dang open differential. Like, I strongly feel like a locking diff would do this truck so much more good. Or, you know, perhaps not trying to force it to haul, God knows, probably 10,000 pounds of concrete. That probably would help it a little bit as well. I think we'll do alright though, we're getting there. I mean, if we can at least make it back to the garage, we can get another tank of gas, you know? The trailer's high centered back there. Yeah, I might be right. I feel like the trailer high centered right there. It's amazing how a fallen tree can do such a good job of pulling you. I don't know. I don't think a fallen tree should be able to give you such a solid winching point. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining by no means, because without that fallen tree, I'd have been in trouble. But I just find it odd that a fallen tree. Why is there no light, by the way? There's power poles everywhere. I guess there's no lights on them. They're just power poles, they're not light poles. But yeah, I don't think a fallen tree should give you that much pulling ability. Like, not when you're high centered like that. The trailer was just high centered pretty good, and it was like, oh, no biggie. I'll just pull you right on out. See, I feel like that's what's happened again, is the trailer's gotten high centered. And there's nothing good to hook to, because why? Because I need the extended winch. Alright, we're going to go back to that one, and we're going to use the power pole if we can find it. There it is. There we go. Before it stops me from moving. Try to get in high gear. Maybe we can get some distance before we run out of gas again. Because I feel like we're about to run out of gas again if we don't start kicking this thing into move it mode. Huh. I mean, I can see the garage from here, just it's not as easy to access as it would seem like from here, because we still got that big water hole that we got to deal with down here at the bottom of the hill. Not to mention the fact that this whole hill is muddy. I know we'll see the water hole though. Maybe if we can get down here to the water hole, if we get to the water hole before we get stuck, maybe we can go grab the con and just use it to pull this thing the rest of the way to the garage. Or if we get stuck right here, I guess, because why the hell not? Oh man, the only thing to winch to is that little bitty tree. One of those. Oh boy, these are both going to be bad. Wow. I can't believe that I did not yank that tree out of the ground, guys. I thought that tree was a goner. Arbor Day has been saved. Arbor Day has been saved. Okay, guys, here we go. This is the only part that I was dreading. This is the only part that I was dreading, and you've seen how much trouble we've had in the parts that I wasn't afraid of. So, yeah. Let's see how bad this gets. It's pretty nasty already, guys. She's buried right there. Woo! Attach winch. Nothing good. Attach winch. Yeah, I don't know, guys. We may have to go get a rescue truck here. This may not be a thing that we complete right here. There we go. I really like using the trailer's winch point to help pull me forward. Like in situations like this, I get pulled forward far enough, I might be able to hit that next pole with my front winch now. Yes. See, that really helps. Using every possible winch point that you have at your disposal, guys, really does help. It's like, now we're able to hit that. And then once we get up here to a certain point, we'll be able to swap to the tail winch again. So we'll go to the tail winch. Oh, we got to unattach, I guess, since we can't winch to the same spot with two winches. Yeah, there we go. Bloop, bloop. Yeah, using the rearmost winch point on the trailer really does help us. Really does help us make progress there. But I don't know if I'm able to hit that. Nope, I can't hit that next one. And we can try it. But I don't think it's going to give us much more. Well, you can get to it now, though. What do you think, guys? You think we're going to make it? Because we got through the part that I was honestly dreading, like majorly dreading. We were just about through it. You know, the trailer's still in the water, but the truck's out. And we go around this curve and we're at the garage. We can just get up this hill. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay to get into the garage, get a full tank of fuel again, and finish our drive over to the power lines. But guess what? Alright, yeah, you guessed it, guys. Winch time. Alright, guys, we're coming over the hill. Alright, we're really low on fuel. Daylight's breaking. But we can see the garage. Boy, is that a beautiful sight to see our garage right now, guys. We burned 2 tanks of fuel doing this, by the way. 2 tanks of fuel. And we ain't done yet. We ain't made it to the power line yet. And it's not like we can just swap trucks real quick because, well, the stuff's already on a trailer that I can't pull with any of the medium duty trucks. So short of craning the stuff onto another truck, there's really not much we can do. So we're gonna park right here. And we're gonna detach the trailer, guys. And we're gonna bounce in the garage here and we're gonna fill up on fuel. But something tells me we're going to need the entire 80 liters to finish what we've started. It didn't say refueled. I hope it was. Yeah, refueled. Okay, we're good. What do you guys think? You think we should swap transfer cases again while we're here? Or maybe put the V8 in it? God knows what's going to happen if we put the 8-cylinder in it. Like, I like the way it drives empty right now. Better, get lined up better, and it attaches a little cleaner. Alright, let's do it. Let's go deliver this load, guys. Power line. The power line needs us. Well, I I definitely don't think I'll be hauling any more loads like this with the Chevy. Like, you know, the novelty of it is cool and all, but my goodness, this thing is, it's almost pointless. You know, the novelty is there, but by the time you refuel 3 times to do a job that's this short of a job, guys, this ain't even a long job. This ain't even a job that's taking you clear across the map. I mean, that was just to the warehouse that's right behind our garage. And then to the power line that's just around the corner. I mean, not a long job at all. And we're going to burn 3 full tanks of fuel doing it. The novelty is there, but the functionality is certainly not. That's alright though, because we're about to finish this mission. We're about to get paid some money. And we had fun doing it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it high. Gosh, I wish this thing had the locking diff, guys. I cannot get over that. I cannot get over the fact that we didn't find the locking differential anywhere in Black River. Like, man, I really wanted that. That locking diff is a thing that I desperately, desperately wanted. I sure feel like this truck would handle it a lot better. I mean, the fuel thing would still be a problem. But I sure feel like this truck would handle the, you know, the muddy stuff a lot better with a proper locking differential. And for what we're going to use it for from now on, the locking differential would make it handle that job very well. Because from now on, we're going to use this as it was designed. We're going to use it as a damn scout truck. Maybe, you know, maybe the mild rescue truck, or go unlock some watchtowers, or I don't know. You know, there's missions where the scout trucks have to do them, and hey, it'll participate in that kind of behavior. But we're definitely not going to use this to haul loads anymore. If we can make it through this little section right here, we'll be all right. This is the last little section that's going to give me trouble, and it may not. But this is the last section that I would expect to see trouble from, is right through here. Yeah, I guess it ain't here. Maybe it's, yeah, I believe that was the section. It made quick work of that. Like, that's the section my trucks usually have a little bit of trouble at, and I mean, it just made quick work of that like it wasn't nothing, which is absolutely hilarious. Because now we're at the turn. We're going to take this turn and head on down, and we're going to finish this mission like right now. We might keep this trailer around though, you know. You never know what kind of future task or future ideas we may come up with for what we may want to do with this trailer. We might try to come up with some tests or some, who knows. Who knows? We might come up with a use for it. What I do know is that, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it. We are going to stop right here, kill this engine because it is guzzling the fuel, and we're going to give these Powerline guys some concrete blocks, and that was very anticlimactic. Very, very much so. 200 stars and $1,550, guys. I really, well, look at that, it's built now. The tower's actually built over there to our left. I really highly expected there to be some kind of animation tied to this, like when you build the bridges. I'm not going to lie, I thought all these tasks would give you an animation. I'm a little disappointed in that. But what I'm not disappointed in is the fact that this truck did haul the load, and it did not get pulled by another truck, not once. Did it have to winch itself a few times? Yeah, it did. But it did not have to give up, and I'm very impressed with that. I think a much better test of these tires and gearbox and such will be when we take this thing out and do some exploring with it, or, you know, get into some mucky stuff or something. So maybe we'll do some more weight carrying tests with it. Probably not. Maybe we will. But let me know what you want to see in the next video. You want to see, you know, a task, a job. You want to go over to Smithville Dam and do some exploring. Whatever you guys want to see in the next video, hit me in the comments. Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click that like button. And if you really like it, don't forget to click that share button. And until next time, guys, peace out.